Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today is my birthday, so I wanted to thank you guys for being here and practicing with me today. We are going to be doing some of my favorite poses. I have no plan whatsoever, we're just going to see what happens. So find a little bit of space to move. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel and let's get started. All right, you guys, so we're gonna start laying down today. I had mentioned before that I have no plan and we are gonna see what happens. And some of this stuff is gonna be my favorite things to do, and I don't think some of it is. So we'll just see what flows into my mind over the next little while. So lay down, that's where we're gonna start for sure. You can either have your legs on the ground or you can follow along with me and lift your legs up into the air. So this might look different for all of us. You might be hanging onto the back of your legs. You might be able to rest your arms at your sides. But I want to just start by taking all of the weight out of the feet. It might feel good to add some ankle circles, a couple in each direction. You might even want to point the toes and flex the feet. I love having my legs up in the air. So wherever you're at, remember you can always have the legs on the ground or the feet on the ground. Moving the ankles if it feels right. Just being still maybe. But just feel your breath. Ultimately, whatever you're doing, I want you to feel your breath. Nice work, you guys. So we're slowly going to start to transition here. The right knee is going to be coming to the chest and the left leg is going to be coming out long down towards the mat. So you can start by giving that right knee a nice big hug and relaxing that left leg. Or you can start to now lift the shoulders and give that knee an extra big hug. So you can stay here, or maybe that left leg wants to hover and you really want to fire up the core. Maybe you're able to let go of the knee and even straighten that top leg. Just here for a moment in our scissors. Breathe, maybe point the toes, maybe flex the feet. Start to bend that top leg though. Hug that knee towards your chest and then lower everything down. Let's switch sides. Left knee's coming in. Remember, you can stay here. You can stay here completely relaxed, just hugging that left knee in. Or you can pick the shoulders up. You can hover the right leg, whatever suits you today. Pull that belly button in. Give that knee a nice hug. Option to let go, reaching for the bottom of your mat. An option to straighten that top leg. Scissors. Squeeze that tummy. Wake up the body. Bend that knee. Hug it in. And relax. Awesome, you guys. Let that left side go. Walk your feet in. A little rock with the legs side to side if it feels good. And we're going to come all the way up onto our hands and knees. You can roll to the side. You can rock forwards. Find your tabletop position. Tabletop position, spreading the fingers nice and wide. Let's tuck our toes under and lift up into downward dog whenever you're ready to do so. So taking a few moments here, you can do whatever you'd like to do in your downward dog to keep warming up the body. If you're going to follow along with me, I'm going to bring my feet out to the edges of the mat, finding a wide-legged down dog. So turn your heels out a little bit. Toes are kind of coming in. Should give you a nice stretch through those legs. But still, while we're here with the wide feet, push your chest back towards the bottom of your mat. Option to add a twist. That left hand might reach for the outside of that right leg, for that calf, for that heel. Maybe your hand is just on the floor. A twist. Nice, you guys. And then just check in with the hips. They like to creep over to that right side. Pull them back to the middle of your mat. Nice. With an inhale, that left hand's going to find the top of the mat again. Reset and switch sides if you're twisting. Reaching for the outside of that leg. The hips, they like to shift to the left, but bring them back through center. See how that feels. And then use an inhale. Let's let that go. Both hands to the mat and start to walk your feet all the way together. With an inhale, that right foot, it's going to come all the way up. As you exhale, let's send that foot through between our hands and lower the back knee down, finding a nice low lunge. You can untuck those back toes. You can find the top of that foot getting into that hip flexor. Slow down your breath. Nice work, you guys. Okay, so we're just going to send the hips backwards from here and find a half split. So straightening that front leg as much as you can to get into that hamstring. You can push your toes into the mat, maybe add an ankle stretch. You can flex your foot, get into that calf a little more, or you can completely relax. But pay attention to that knee. Make sure your knee likes what you're doing. So you might need to flex your foot. Awesome work, you guys. Too many poses that I want to go through today, so we won't spend a lot of time in any of them. So we're going to start to bend that knee back into the lunge. We're going to heel toe the foot over to the right side for our lizard. So let the knee fall out to the side. Bring your hands to the inside of that foot, sinking into the hips. You can just stay in lizard, but I'm going to add a twist. So you can find your forearms if you just want to stay in the lizard or stay on your hands. If you want the twist though, that left hand's going to stay down and the right hand can find the knee. Pull that shoulder back. Try and look towards your back foot or maybe just over to the right. If you're able to grab your foot, you could also go there. Just an option though, so don't worry about going if you can't get it. Breathe. Feel. And let's come back. Use an inhale to come out of that twist. Let the foot come down to the mat. We're going to heel toe that front foot back to the middle of the mat. Okay, weird transition here, you guys. We're going to tuck our back toes and we're going to find that back foot. So we're going to stand up pretty much. Find that back foot onto the floor. Bring it onto the floor. Yes, we're folding forwards, but if you need to stand up to regroup, you can. Both of our legs are straight. And we're just tipping forwards. Nice, you guys. So feeling the stretch once again through that front leg. Maybe you're up here. Just a little micro bend through that front knee. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, so let's come all the way up to standing. Bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Shake it out. And we're going to stand on our right foot. We're going to stand on our right foot, balance. We're going to do one balance pose today. You can do tree, the foot on the inside of the leg, tree, or you can bring the foot on top of the quad. And we're going to bend that standing leg. So if your foot is on the inside of your leg in tree, don't bend your standing leg. Just stay nice and tall, nice tall tree. If you're bending that standing leg, your foot is on top of your quad. Okay, and then from here, you can just kind of see what happens. Keep the chest lifted. I like to come down here. I like to lower my chest and get a nice glute stretch. Maybe your hands can even find the floor and you might even be straightening that standing leg. There's a whole lot of places you can be with this. So again, play with it. We like to play around. I like to play around. Awesome, you guys. So let's let that go. Let's let that go. Uncross your legs, bring your feet to the floor. Find the top of your mat. We'll do the other side later. Roll the shoulders back and down. Unless I forget, I won't. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Let's step back into a high plank. into a lovely high plank. You can be on your knees. You can be on your forearms. I don't care. Just breathe. Find your plank. A plank that works for you. Nice job, you guys. Take a nice big inhale. And an exhale. Let's lower down. Halfway chaturanga or all the way onto your tummy. Switch to the top of your feet. Inhale as you lift your chest. Up dog, maybe cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog, feet together. Inhale, the left foot as high as you can get it. Exhale, let's send that foot forwards and lower the back knee. Untuck those back toes. Sinking into those hips, into that lunge. Slow it down. Nice job, you guys. Giving that hip flexor all the love that it deserves. And then we're going to start to send the hips back, finding that half split. Nicely done, you guys. Let's bend into that front knee, back into the lunge, and we'll take our lizard. So heel toe your foot over to the left. You can stay here. If you want that twist, maybe the hand is coming to the knee, staying here even. Or if you've got your foot, you could also reach up to the ceiling. Whatever feels right. Awesome job, you guys. Let's let that go. Come out of the twist. Hands to the floor. Heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat. And then again, weird transition, but we're going to pop up onto our back foot. So tuck those toes under and bring that back foot to the floor. You can come all the way up to standing if you need to, but we're folding over that front leg. Again, trying to stretch that hamstring. So just go as far as feels right. You can move up and down a little bit. Awesome work, you guys. So use an inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale your back foot up to the top, and let's do our balance pose on this side. I didn't forget. So left foot this time is planting on the mat, taking your tree, standing tall if you did on the other side, or coming into your flying pigeon by crossing your foot over top of your quad and bending that standing leg. If you really want to work, you can reach your arms above your head. But I'm going to go for the stretch and the forward folds. Maybe straightening that standing leg if it feels good. Awesome work, you guys. So use an inhale, come back up. If you're folding, just uncross your legs, bring both of your feet to the floor when you're ready. We're going to find a nice wide stance. Wide stance. So turn the heels out a little bit, turn the toes in a little bit, hands to the hips, take an inhale, and as you exhale, we're tipping forwards. We're folding all the way. Your hands can come to the floor if you've got a book or something, a block, you can rest them on that. But we're folding forwards. Nice stretch for the back of the legs. Let the head be heavy. An option to stay here or start to take an inhale and lift your upper body halfway up. And exhale, walk your hands over to the left foot. Give your leg a hug as best you can. And then with an inhale, coming back through center, half lift here. And exhale over to the right side. Hug the leg as best you can, or just walk your hands in that direction. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale. Come back through center, half lift. Can we bend our left knee all the way and walk our hands towards that side? So let's bend that left knee and keep the right leg straight. I wasn't going to go here, but we're here. So that leg is out long. You can fold, or you can have your hands on the floor, or if you want to work on your balance a little bit, lift that chest. Not here very long. Nice, you guys. If your hands are lifted, bring them back down. Switch sides. A little Spider-Man crawl to the other side. Bend that right knee, left leg straight. Ooh, this side feels a little bit more wobbly than the other side. For me. Ooh, yes. Awesome, you guys. If you're lifted, hands to the floor. We're just coming back through center. Lift the hips. One more forward fold. If you want to clasp your hands together behind your low back, get into the shoulders, the chest, you can add that in. Just let your head be heavy. Nice work, you guys. All right, let your hands come back down. If you were clasping them together, use an inhale. Come all the way back up to standing. Bring your back foot to the top of your mat, whatever foot that might be, and roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back into a high plank, and let's flow from your knees if you'd like. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower yourself slowly. Chaturanga halfway, maybe all the way onto your tummy. Inhale, lift the chest, find the top of your feet, and exhale. Downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. Lower your knees down to the mat. Okay, I'm torn between two poses here. Okay. Come onto your knees. We'll bring our right leg out long. Nice and straight. Everything's in a straight line. Try and turn your toes to point forwards. So we're going to bring our hands to the floor. You might be staying here. So the hips are not sitting back on the heel. They're still lifted. You can drop your chest. You can start to walk your hands towards your foot or maybe your calf even. So kind of like we were in our standing straddle when we gave our leg a hug, but see if you can relax that left shoulder all the way down and your head. Getting a stretch for that left shoulder, the leg that's out to the side. If you want to twist here, start to reach those right fingertips for the ceiling, or maybe even just rest your hand on your hip. But opening the shoulder, opening the chest. Nice, you guys. As comfy as you might be, or not, we're going to come out of this. Use an inhale to come back up. Just tuck your knee in and switch sides. Left leg out. If you need to come up to find that nice straight line, make sure those toes are pointing forwards. Hands are coming back down. Stay here, maybe here on the forearms. Or you can try and grab that foot and rest your shoulder and your head. And even add a twist. Mm-hmm. Awesome job, you guys. Slowly, let's start to come back out. Tuck your knee in. Let's cross our ankles. Let's have a seat. Bringing your feet to the floor. Knees bent. And leaning back a little bit. Boat pose. So as I had no plan for today, I've realized we've done a lot of poses that I didn't think that we would do. But what that means is, and what I'm learning is that I have a lot of favorite poses. So just relax your shoulders. Boat pose was definitely not on the original list, but here we are. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. Okay, maybe you can grab your feet and stay floating, balancing on those sit bones. Maybe you can straighten the legs or just play around with the feet lifting up. Nice, you guys. Okay, we're gonna roll onto our backs. If you need to let go of the feet to do that, you can. If you need to bend the legs, you can. Woo. Might be graceful, it might be not, but just be careful. Do whatever you're comfortable doing. And then we are going to keep our legs up in the air like we started the class, keeping them up in the air. Or if you have shoulder stand in your practice or plow pose, you can start to let the feet come towards the ceiling. Or all the way behind your head. Awesome, you guys. So plow pose or shoulder stand, or if you're in one, maybe you want to find the other. And then nice and slow, you can let the low back find the mat if it's not already there. If you've got your legs lifted, just take another breath here. And slowly bending the knees. Feet all the way to the floor. A little rock side to side if that feels good. And then we're going to pull our right knee towards the chest and straighten the left leg out long. And then we'll pull that knee across the body if you want to twist, but just keep that right shoulder down. And we'll use an inhale, lift the knee to come out of the twist if you're there. And let that right leg go. Pulling the left knee in. Stay here or find your twist. Using an inhale. Let's come back. Pull that knee into the chest one last time, and then you can start to let it go. Feel free to stay laying down in Shavasana or coming up to seated. I just want to take this last opportunity again. Thank you so much for being here, for practicing with me. You guys are the reason that I do what I do, and I just love creating yoga classes for you so much, especially during these uncertain and weird times that we are living in. So have an absolutely great day, you guys. Again, thank you. Namaste. I love you. And until next time, be happy, be safe and healthy. I love you guys. Namaste.